Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been putting off talking about this one for a while now, not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now it's time. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Alright, enough talk. Let's get right into it.
Opening things up, our first reviewer gives us their take.
This reviewer took a chance on this electric bike, admitting they were a bit hesitant at first after seeing what appeared to be the same model sold under various names. However, their initial experience proved to be quite positive. Our reviewer found the assembly process to be easy, mainly involving attaching the handlebars, front wheel, seat, and a few accessories like the headlight and reflectors. Impressively, all the necessary tools for the job were included right in the box. Initially, this client had been considering a much pricier electric bike, but found that this one offered a surprisingly comparable set of features and performance for a fraction of the cost. While the long-term durability compared to more expensive models remains a question, they noted a significant advantage. Most of the components are standard sizes. This means parts like tires and seats can be easily sourced locally, and other mechanical or electrical components can likely be found on various online marketplaces, making future repairs seem very manageable. The bike itself looks and feels solid, matching the online pictures perfectly. On a test ride, the pedal assist worked well, and the throttle provided a quick burst of speed, hitting the advertised 20 miles per hour. After a longer journey of over a dozen miles, our reviewer felt confident this fat tire bike could easily achieve a 20-mile range with a mix of pedaling and moderate throttle use. They even successfully located a compatible spare battery online, advising others to simply match the voltage and dimensions. Purchased as a backup vehicle for short commutes in an area with little public transportation, this electric bike has proven to be a reliable and practical alternative, and so far, the purchase has come with no regrets.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer picked up this electric bike primarily for his daily commute and for running small errands. However, less than a month into owning it, the power assist suddenly gave out. This left him in a bit of a bind, as the local terrain was too hilly to pedal the heavy machine on his own, forcing him to arrange other transportation while he figured out the problem. Initially, our reviewer thought the issue might be his own fault, perhaps from overloading the bike with gear. It turned out to be an error code. After struggling to find a solution online for this specific model, he contacted the manufacturer for help. Despite the time difference between their operating hours, he was pleasantly surprised by their response. The support team offered to send a new controller completely free of charge, and even expedited the shipping to get him back on the road as quickly as possible. The part arrived just a couple of days later. Even for someone who isn't the most mechanically minded person, the replacement was quite simple. The company even included some helpful tips to prevent the issue from happening again, acknowledging that the initial problem might have been caused by user error. Aside from this hiccup, the client found the fat tire bike was easy to put together right out of the box, thanks to clear instructions and a helpful video link. He notes that it feels sturdy and is genuinely fun to ride, even for a taller, larger person. He does caution, however, that this machine is quite heavy, making it a poor choice for anyone who has to carry it up a flight of stairs. He also points out a minor flaw with the rear tire guard, which can be difficult to adjust and may come loose during a ride. In his case, it got caught in the wheel and was destroyed, so he advises new owners to double-check that everything is secure before heading out. Overall, the outstanding customer service experience turned a potential disaster into a strong recommend.
Awesome. Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer is quite pleased with their recent acquisition, giving this electric bike a solid 5-star rating, noting it met expectations well, especially considering they also own a more premium mid-drive bike for comparison. One area to note, as is common with many hub motor designs using a cadence sensor, is a slight jerkiness when starting and stopping, particularly at slower speeds under 8 mph on level 1 assist. There's a perceptible half to 1 second delay before the motor kicks in after pedaling. However, at higher speeds or on steeper inclines, this motor engagement feels much smoother and less noticeable. The front suspension fork, unfortunately, is a weak point. It's a very basic spring design that can feel quite jerky, leading our reviewer to ponder if a rigid fork might actually offer a more consistent experience, although it performed acceptably on a rockier, bumpy trail. A big plus for this client is the handle throttle. Unlike simpler on-off designs that can be jarring, this one offers true, smooth, graduated power, allowing for a comfortable cruising experience without needing to pedal. On the downside, the fenders are a bit flimsy and practically worthless, easily bumping the tire over bumps or when coming off a curb. On the brighter side, the brakes work effectively and smoothly once properly aligned. The integrated headlight is functional but not exceptionally bright, while the seat is surprisingly comfortable and features a convenient tool-free height adjustment. Gearing proved sufficient and shifting was smooth, though the ergonomics of the shifter itself made downshifting awkward to do while maintaining a good grip, despite upshifting being perfectly fine. Regarding durability, our reviewer advises caution around puddles. While the hub motor is sealed, the drive controller is exposed, suggesting it's not truly waterproof, though some DIY sealing with foam might be possible, which is somewhat expected for a bike in this category. A standout.
If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.